So I'm here with Gil Finkelstein, aka Pinky, designer, UX specialist, and artificial intelligence artist. First, Gil, nice to have you here. Thank you very
Thank you
much
very
for
much
your
for having
time.
me.
Yeah, you're talking. Although we're talking in English, I'm in Brazil. You are in U.S. and you are from Israel. So
Correct.
let me talk a little bit about your personal and your professional background, please.
Sure. So, I'm in the design business for 20 something years now. And mostly in the last decade, I'm most in the startup business. So all of the space from the user experience, user interface design, marketing, branding, all this kind of principle, I was taught and learned and participate through the years. I've been funded some startups, sold some startups, worked as a head of design in big companies. Today, I'm also head of design in a startup that deal in open source technologies, and other stuff that I'm doing all the time. Basically, it's creating more products around different trends. So basically, if we're looking like a year back now, it's all about AI. So I'm all focused on AI right now.
Yes. So let me tell us how did you become an AI artist, and what is the difference in the process of a regular designer, and what skills are necessary? Is you have to be we're going to have like a prompt specialist.
Head of prompt. Head of prompt creator.
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting question because every decade or so, something happened to the market. It doesn't matter where a section is, but something shaking the market and something happened. Is it for good or bad? It depends who you ask, right? So what happened right now is this artificial intelligence coming to the market, and it's not something new. It's maybe something new because it's now out there, okay? But it was there like 5-10 years ago. My first startup back in 2013, we used AI back then. And no one called it AI, or no one called it, we called it recommended engines, okay? We didn't call it artificial intelligence. So today we have nice words for this kind of stuff, and it's much stronger and smarter these days with the technology. And what happened is that I think that it's not going to eliminate jobs for people. I think people need to adopt this as another tool for their work process, right? If you're talking in my space, in the design space, I think that the designers that will adopt this tool sooner will be best positioned in the market for them future to have jobs, because a lot of stuff that we're doing today can be short in time with those kind of tools, right? So it's come to help us, not to be harmed. I know for the past 6 or 8 months, I was doing a lot of stuff with web and AI, and a lot of designers from my space, especially my friends, close friends, that was like, look at me and said, "Hey man, why you using those kind of tools? Like those kind of tools going to end your job." And I said, "No man, if I'm not going to use those tools now,
I'm going to be out of the market."
Exactly. This tool's not going to be over if I'm not going to use them, right? It's not going to be like It's not going to be okay. I'm not gonna. This dude not gonna use them. I'm not gonna make product from it. So I did a decision that I will adopt this technology as soon as I can. So I did like I did a 3, 4, 5 years ago, as whatever I could, like in AI technology in my space, I will learn and use. And as long as it got better and better until we got DALL-E and Journey and Stable and all these kind of tools, and then they could release their API so everyone else could use their machine learning so we can build our products with our vision in mind. So this is really nice.
And when did you? I think you become you started your series of images that became very famous, like at the end of last year, right? Something like this, November 22, something like this.
Yeah, it was. I think it was more like, yeah, something in November 22 or December, something around this area. This is how it started, basically. I started to create some baby replicas of Snoop Dogg and 50 Cent and Eminem and all of those kind of rappers, and all kind of rock stars. And it's got attention of some of those celebrities, and it got shared by Shaquille O'Neal and Snoop Dogg and a lot of and 50 Cent and more celebrities, and basically since then it become a huge roller coaster for me. A lot of attention, a lot of publications. I'm getting a lot of requests for creating artworks for all kind of celebrities. I'm doing a lot of projects right now. Really interesting project that you are gonna see in the coming year. So it will be really nice. This AI thing, it's really disruptive in what you can do in the market, right? It's can open, if you have a little vision and you can create amazing stuff. And I really don't think you need a special skill of assets to create this kind of stuff, right? You just need to, there's a difference, between someone who's just using Midjourney or Stable or any kind of AI engines for the artwork, just for fun, or are you going to be a professional in this area? So it's in that mean you need to learn how to write prompts right. And it's funny, right? It's like design. You need how to learn design. There is a basic for designs. There is a basic for art prompting.
But you retouched the images many times, no time. I'm really
I'm never retouching. 99% of the time I'm not retouching my images unless there is something weird in the image that is specific, disturbing the image itself that I can just remove. I will do that. But most of this art I'm doing only by prompts. You see only a tip of the iceberg of what I'm doing, actually, because to create like one.
This is amazing. This superheroes from 1900s. This is incredible. So this is prompt. What was the prompt for this image, for instance?
So for instance, you need to give like as simple as you can get, right? It's you need to think as AI engine as a little boy. So you need to explain what you see, So I want to see Superman from the 800s. But just now, no. If you give it to it will give you Superman from the 800s. But now you need to understand that this is coming from experience and understand the basics of photography, of designs. So if you want to use sepia, you can give the specific tone of the sepia. You can give a specific number to the AI to use in the image. you want the corner to be burned. You need to use all this kind of words to complete your prompt. So eventually, after you participate with your prompt over and over again, and then you can cut the right prompt that you like the results. You can mimic the result from to other characters in the same prompt. So after I cut the prompt and I want the combination of the type of film that I'm using, 8mm film of Fuji, for example, or tone number, this kind of
you can say the kind of lens that the output.
Exactly. You can use lenses. You can use, this is AI engine. It basically learned on anything on the internet. So he knows everything, right? So he know basically everything you know. If you know what kind of lenses you want to use in this image, do it. If you want to know what kind of color you want to use in your image, go and look specific color tone and use it in your prompt. And it's become an art. You know, I see prompts that is like 500 words. It's becoming like a complete code.
Yeah, it's a prompt that is a code. Yeah, yeah, very interesting. You have any series that you like the most, that you're really satisfied with the result, or all of them?
All my stuff with the animals, most of this is my
there is a new one, the little ones. That's very new, right? Or this week?
This is the most new one. I really love deal with animals and less with humans, obviously. And this is my thing. I think I don't think I have a specific fingerprint on on a specific niche in artwork in artwork. So I'm pretty much exploring everything, and this is what I'm doing. I'm exploring different techniques all the time. If you're going through my Instagram, you can see fashion, you can see art, you can see industrial design, you can see weird stuff. You can see a lot of, I'm just exploring every possibilities that I can. I'm using my imagination for it, and people love it. You know, this is what I'm doing.
That's nice. That's very nice. And so beyond the art and design and photography and image, what do you perceive in the world happening that you think the regenerative AI is going to be, that you really is looking for, that's going to be good things coming out of the use of regenerative AI? In which areas are you really paying attention besides art?
Besides art, I think you can see it's like, it's like mushroom after the rain. You can see like thousands of companies now dealing with AI all over the range. It's from just images to voice to music to now there is a new tool that doing CGI for movies with AI. So it's becoming, eventually there is no escape from it. Everything will become AI. Everything will become incorporated with augmented reality, I think. This is something that humanity will go through, I think, to the point that you only need to ask, and then you will get it. This is basically what we want to do, right? You want to ask to create a product, and the product will create itself. This is what GitHub doing with Autopilot. So there's a lot of product that, if you're not gonna know how to use those AI, and this is also a key, a feature key that is, it's not gonna eliminate your work, but you need to learn how to use it again. And I think this is the most important thing. AI will be here forever, and it will become better and better, and will take over everything, and it's for good, because eventually we all want to, and I talk about business. We all, as a business, we all want to make money, right? And we use business intelligence teams, and we use analytics teams, and we use designers, and we use program managers, and we use all this kind of people and minds to be able to make a profit from it on a product that we want. And we're using all this knowledge to create those stuff, and think that you have this machine that taking all this knowledge that already has been out there from by tens of years now of learning, machine learning, and you have all this kind of technology that can mimic all of those works together and give you a result. You just need to ask the machine, where do you think I'm supposed to open my business? I'm open business for soaps. Where do you think I'm going to open it? And he will do all the calculation. He will give you the what kind of smells you need to produce, how you're going to produce them. He will give you the formula. He will give you the location by geographic, where the best place to open it. And basically, he will become the company. And you will know, and the people who will know how to control this AI and give the information and pull the results from this AI will be mastering in this market.
That is my last question. What do you think about it? Two questions. And AI is a blessing or a curse? Because people are thinking that is a curse. It's dangerous.
I can tell you a specific on Harari, but I don't know if you can stop it. You can ask for it. I don't know if someone will listen, if there is anyone who will listen on the other line. And it's a natural thing to happen. And see Tesla, for example, they want to become the first self-driving car. So it's, how do you gonna use it? How do you gonna proceed it if you're not gonna use AI? How you gonna, I can see like humanity like scale without AI, without technology. It's like part of the evolution of humanity.
I think we can't stop technology from evolving. It's impossible.
Correct. And you know what? I don't want to stop it. I love it. I think it's wonderful. I think it's good for business. And from this, I can answer you directly on if it's blessing or cursing. I totally think it depends on who you ask. If you're not going to adopt this, and it depends on what you're doing, right? It's not for everyone. It's not for every person that work out there and in every industry. So for me, for a designer, it's blessing. It's totally blessing. It's giving me another powerful tool that I don't need to rely on other expensive tools. It gives me opportunity to make a business. It gives me opportunity to talk to people that I never talked before. So for me, it's blessing. I'm sure there's a lot of people that they don't see the same as I, but this is what makes it so special.
Yeah, I think we are in a very special moment in humanity history, that you have this like a really breakthrough in technology, and people get scared. We don't know how to deal with it.
That's right.
And you have the nuclear power. At the last time was the nuclear power, or the internet. The internet can be good. How could we stop internet? It's impossible. And you have AI using, like Harari said, for the worst in the social media, with all the controls on all the fake news. But we'll have to deal with it. We can't stop it. Yeah?
No, I don't think you want to stop it. You just need to.
Some guys want, but I think they're deluded.
Everyone has a reason, right?
Yeah. Okay, and my last question is about something that happened yesterday. I don't know if you followed about a German
Yeah,
photographer.
I heard
Have you
about
heard?
that.
Yeah. Do you think he did well in provoking the jury to show them
So
the?
I think he did well that he told that it is AI image, and I
Uh-huh.
don't think it is fine that he from a first place go and participate with this contest, right?
Hmm.
So this is from the beginning was wrong. I understand that if he wanted to see if AI image could make it to the finals and he got
Yes,
what he
if the jury could recognize it, that's I think
but
what.
yeah, but
Mm.
this is it's AI, it's supposed to look real, right?
Uh-huh,
And,
uh-huh.
and it's supposed to be good. And you know what? I think it's hilarious that it came through, and it's a good that he came out with that.
Refusing the prize and saying, no,
Yeah,
you're wrong. I show you one thing and you thought it was another thing.
I think that now the market need to make a calculation about what's going on and how they need to take the AI seriously and give a room and a stage for AI artists as well.
Mm-hmm.
See a lot of talking on Reddit and Twitter and Instagram about AI artists and all of this kind of stuff. And the conversation is really 50-50. And I think as long as the big companies and the market will understand that it's nowhere to go, it will become much easier to use those kinds of tools.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
We'll
much.
keep in touch. Okay. Okay. Bye bye. Thank you.